Individual Induction Plan, or IIP. An inquiry cycle can provide great insight into your teaching practice and student learning when done correctly. The purpose of this assignment is to ensure you have an appropriate inquiry question, measurable outcomes, and action plan that will be meaningful and effective throughout the inquiry. Please complete the highlighted portions and confirm approval by checking your grade. You may not move on to the inquiry until this assignment is approved. Step 1 is to get this approval verbally by your support provider. Step 2, you will submit this document to Haiku. And step 3, it will be approved in Haiku by your district lead with the grade of an X or complete before you begin working through your inquiry. You will be completing all the highlighted areas. This area right here, credentialed area of emphasis, this is for ed specialists only, or teachers completing their special ed credential. Focus of the inquiry, determining what I need to know and be able to do. Section 1, based on findings from the self-assessments and the assessment of teaching and learning section, determine the areas of focus. What areas would you like to improve to increase student achievement? So think back to your observation. Think back to your areas of strength and growth that you discussed with your support provider and looked at the information in the CSTPs, and decide what would you like to improve on to increase your student achievement. Section 2, develop one focus question for this inquiry. Cannot be a yes or no question, must be open-ended, well-targeted, specific, and measurable. Choose something you are interested in, something you are doing, something you can envision and has a direct impact on increasing student achievement. You're provided with a question starter. What strategies can be implemented to ... Please use this to get yourself thinking of a focus question and drafting a focus question with your support provider. Your final focus question will go here. Number 3, which CSTP element will be addressed? After forming your focus question, narrow down which CSTP elements it will address. Make note of your current placement on the continuum of teaching practice by writing emerging, exploring, applying, integrating, or innovating next to the CSTPs you list. So the CSTPs you list are dependent upon your focus question. Number 4, what are the anticipated measurable outcomes for student learning? List a measurable result with a numerical value. What will occur that will tell you your students were successful as a result of this inquiry? This will be reflected in the initial and the final assessments of your inquiry. Another sentence frame is provided for you. Blank percentage of students would score 90% or better on blank. You can also adjust this 90%. It's just to give you an idea of what a measurable outcome would be. And once again, you are always keeping your focus question in mind. This measurable outcome is measuring the effect of the focus question on your students. The CSTPs being addressed are related or reflected in the focus question. You created this focus question based on the findings from the self-assessments in Section 2, the assessment of teaching and learning. What areas would you like to improve on to increase student achievement? Next, you will create an action plan. Dates of research belong here. The research belongs here. You need a minimum of 4 research steps. How will you learn more about your area of focus? Describe a minimum of 4 resources that you anticipate will help you during this inquiry. If a resource is not useful, you can change it later and continue to add and update this list. Maybe you want to do some online research. Maybe you'd like to read some books. Maybe you'd like to talk with colleagues. Maybe your observation that you just completed can fit here as well. You need to give a little bit of detail about the research you are implementing. So if you are going to do some online research, please include the topics and please include some of the websites so that your support provider can better assist you as you continue on the inquiry. Same goes with the book. Please include the title, the chapters maybe if you're focusing on one or two, and what you hope to get out of the book as well. Same if you are speaking with a colleague. What kind of questions are you going to ask the colleague? Why did you pick this colleague in particular to speak with? And so on.